Crypto narratives, they change all the time. They're coming in, they're coming out. Today we're going to be covering crypto gaming. I think it's going to be, exponential growth in the next few months. Also, we're going to be touching on Alex Becker and a few different projects along the way. But crypto gaming is being heavily slept on at the minute. Everyone's talking about AI agents, everyone's talking about AI, and I get that. It is the narrative at the minute. But it will shift. It will shift. Crypto gaming will make a comeback, back like it did in 2021. I've got no doubt about that. Obviously not financial advice, but for me, there's a lot of crazy discounts out there at the minute, and it may be worth taking advantage of those. So the crypto gaming market reached a valuation of 14.8 billion back in 2024, which is obviously a month ago, and is projected to grow significantly, potentially surpassing 1 trillion by 2033, with rapid adoption rates globally. Now, obviously, we're not here for 2033. Obviously, we will be eventually, but right now we're here for 2025 and what this current bull run can do. Asia Pacific dominates the market due to strong venture capital investments, innovative game development ecosystems, and widespread technology adoption across countries like China, South Korea, and Japan. Blockchain integration enables play-to-earn models where players can monetize their efforts through NFTs or tokens while ensuring security and transparency via decentralized systems. Now, obviously, crypto gaming is going to give people the opportunity to just play their games, have a bit of fun, but also earn money on the side, which I think is obviously huge. Alex Becker here has said that in almost every aspect of life, 80 to 90% of focus will go to the top 10 to 20%. I agree with that. If you're in that sphere, most of the focus will go on that, and obviously influencers are needed in that regard. You can sometimes forget about fundamentals slightly, because when crypto YouTubers, X posters, and things like that, they will give traction to any particular project. So yeah, there's more coins, but only a small amount will get attention and focus. We're not going to see liquidity equally spread across all coins, which we're not. We're going to see, it's going to be centralized into certain projects that will do really, really well. Also, with this crazy liquidity, you can bonk 5 to 10x left and right and keep resetting. It's purely a win-win. So basically, you can take some of your gains from your AIs and then start picking up the discounted gaming tokens and then do the same again when the narrative shifts maybe to real-world assets or memes. There's ways around this. Also, this I thought was quite funny. So they're making a custom incel waifu tank top that I wear on the channel will be on sale soonish. Seeing as no one in crypto ever gets laid, I feel it's appropriate. I don't intend to make money. I just think it's hilarious. Comment like below to win one. I resent that. What do you mean no one gets laid? This is outrageous. Let's have a look at the channel statistics. Females, look, 5.2% watching this channel, so they must be doing something right. No, I'm just joking, but it's a surprisingly high amount considering it's a crypto channel, right? So I don't know. Who knows? Also, by the way, we're trying to push 5,000 subscribers. We're getting very, very close. 78.1% are not subscribed. That's just mind blowing. What are you doing? What are you doing with your lives if you're not clicking the subscribe button? So if you can, please smash that subscribe button. Desperate to try and get to 5,000 subscribers. It'll be amazing. It'll be an amazing feat, and I hope to get there soon. So this is Alex Becker's 2024-2025 investments. This is on his Twitter. You can go and verify this and look at it yourselves. But a lot here are gaming, and if he thinks it's going to make a comeback, I think it's going to make a comeback. I'm pretty sure when he starts making gaming videos, these projects will absolutely fly. One of my biggest holdings and one that I think will do really, really well is Heroes of Mavia. Now, I know a lot of you don't like me talking about Heroes of Mavia. I'm not paid by Heroes of Mavia, despite popular opinion. If Heroes of Mavia want to pay me to do a video, absolutely fine. I'll happily do that. Again, not going to go too much into the entire game itself. It's a bit like a Clash of Clans type game. It's got like marketplaces and things like that. You can have a look at this yourself. But what I want to show you is this. So at the minute, and look what's happened in the last 24 hours. It is starting to pump. Anything under $1 for Heroes of Mavia is absolutely crazy, in my opinion. A $24 million market cap. For me, this can go to at least, I think, in the short term, $20 per token. I know people are saying that's probably insane. I've heard people saying it could go to $200 per token. I'm not going to be as optimistic as that. But I think, anything between 20, 50 to 100 maybe. But definitely, I can't see this any problems reaching $50 a token. At the minute, we're a 10x away from $7.70. Its all-time high was like $10. So, Yeah, its all-time high was $10.59 back in February last year. So we're coming up to that point again where it's been a year since its last all-time high. Just to do a 10x, it still doesn't have to hit its all-time high. You're talking, a 20x from here is what, like $14, $15? Easily doable in my opinion. Neo Tokyo as well, which is Alex Becker and Elio Trade's kind of project. They've put a huge congratulations to Skyrise Studios on their official release of the Mavia game. So we know that they're thinking about it. Maybe they're invested in it. I don't know, but they are talking about it at least, and they will talk about it again, I imagine, when the game and narrative clicks back in, which it will. I know DC says it won't, but I think it will. Next one here. So this is Neo Tokyo. So this is Alex Becker's and, like I said, Alio Trade's project. Neo Tokyo is a collection of builders, developers, founders, and investors who strongly believe crypto gaming and metaverse experience will take over the world. I honestly think that it will as well. I think it's going to make a complete difference to what we see. And also there's some catalysts with that as well. When GTA 6 comes out, will they have an element of crypto in there? We don't know yet, but it's a possibility, right? And when that happens, the most anticipated game of all time probably is coming out. So again, have a look through this if you want to. I'm not saying to buy this particular project. It's likely it'll do well. It's at $6.55 at the minute. Very low supply. That's what I quite like about this. It's got really low supply. This could do really, really well. If we look at its max chart, we can see that it looks absolutely fine. It's spiked. It's come down. It's spiked. It's come down. Maybe we're on another run up for this one, potentially with it being when the crypto gaming narrative kicks off again. Its all-time high was around $22. So we're 72% away from that. Again, another thing to keep an eye on. This is its X page, 197,000 followers. So we know that people are actually interested in it. Mirria, another one of my absolute favorite crypto gaming projects. I think this will do really, really well. It's backed, I think, as well by Binance Labs as well as Mavia is. So I think there's a lot of potential with this. It's obviously building. It's doing really, really well. Again, not paid by Mirria, but again, if Mirria want to pay, that's absolutely fine. We can have a good discussion about that. But obviously, there's some games there you can have a little look through, flick through yourselves, have a little look. We're not going to go a complete deep dive in this. There are channels on the videos on the channel that about Mirria, about Mavia. You can have a bit of a deeper dive in. What I'm looking at here though is price. So at the minute it's 0.002. The chart looks absolutely fine. This is the game and pump to a certain degree, a very small one at the minute because we're still kind of recovering. But its max chart doesn't look great. But you got to think when it rattles back up to these heights and then go again, don't forget bull runs are crazy. So its all-time high was only a year ago, December 15th, 2023. So 13 months, 88% down from that particular point. So massive, massive, massive discounts in my opinion. Its X account has 229,000 followers. So again, they do update, they do keep speaking, which is good. You can have a little look at this if you want to as well. I think it's great. Also, another one is one of the older school ones, which is Gala Games. Don't sleep on Gala Games. There is still potential for Gala Games to do really, really well in this bull run. They're getting they're building more and more games within their ecosystem, and I like to sometimes back ecosystem as opposed to singular game projects. This I think will do really, really well. Still, I know they had a bit of FUD, maybe a year ago, but again, it's one of these ones where, it's at 3 cents at the minute, nearly 4 cents. This could easily go and hit $1 and surpass its all-time high. Its all-time high was back in the 2021 bull run was 82 cents. So for me, for this to hit $1 is a no-brainer. And at the minute, you're at nearly 4 cents. So again, don't sleep on Gala. And it also had a lot of big people involved, like Snoop Dogg and different people like that were promoting Gala back then. So I still think it's got a lot of legs, and it's nearly at 1 million followers now over on X. So when this runs, people will be familiar with it. People will buy back in my opinion. Another one, Nakamoto Games, which again, if we look at the list that Alex Becker put out on his Twitter, you can see Shrapnel in there as well, which will probably do really well. But Nakamoto Games, Mirria, they're in there. And Nakamoto Games, for me, is, again, a bit of a sleeping giant. You can have a little flick for yourself. I always think of Die Hard when I hear Nakamoto, though. I know it's like the Mr. Takagi won't be joining us for the rest of his life. I absolutely love Die Hard. It is a Christmas film, by the way. Before anyone says it's not, it is. But again, I think this has got a lot of legs. I think they're doing a lot of work. For me, I'm super bullish on it. It's under $1 again. Anything under $1 on this, I think it's got massive potential. If you look at its all-time high of $6.71, that was 3 years ago, back in the 2021 bull run. So it's a bit more battle tested. And again, when crypto gaming does break out, which it will, and you can see here that it's spiking a little bit now, and there's still opportunities for discounts here. Anything under $1 for Nakamoto Games, I think, is an absolute bargain. If we look here at its X account, it has 183,000 followers. So again, it's not one of these ones that are going to just disappear. We spoke about things like Lit Labs before and things like that, which were looking a bit pumpy and dumpy. PlayApp is another one that I think maybe is going under everyone's radar as well. In fact, let's have a look at what PlayApp is like at the minute. If I move my head down slightly, PlayApp, I still think is another one that's got a lot of legs. Let's have a look, see what that's up to at the minute, because it's had obviously a big dump. Yeah, that's recovering well as well. Only a $5 million market cap, or just under a $5 million market cap. Again, this could be one that could really fly. I know that a lot of influencers were talking about this back in last year. And again, look at that. That chart screams like discounts, doesn't it? In my opinion, anyway. Its all-time high was a year ago, November 2023, at 56 cents. It's now 10x basically away from its all-time high. And again, if you want to make the quick 10x's, like Alex Becker was saying here, about 5 to 10x's here and there, taking them and then reinvesting and keep resetting and recycling that money, then you've got the opportunity to do that. So another one is PlayApp, but if you want to have a deep dive into any of these particular projects, we can obviously go back and do that whenever you want. There is a video on PlayApp on the channel. There is Mirria, there's Mavia. I don't think I've done a dedicated Nakamoto Games one, but I can if you wish me to do that. Let me know what your thoughts are on crypto gaming. Is there anything that you're buying right now? Is there any new crypto gaming projects that you think will do really, really well? Don't forget, please, if you can, smash the subscribe button. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. I can almost smell it. So thank you very much for that. Comment, like, share, do all that fantastic stuff like the great human beings that you all are. And wherever you are in the world, whatever you are doing, have an amazing day, have an amazing evening. And as always, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.